to the 1st
of December.
Yes. The Coscast Advent Calendar.
Yay! This is the
Um,
first post of
yeah.
the calendar.
So what's going to be happen is every day in December we will be posting some content. It'll be a video or a picture
Or a live stream,
or something.
competition,
Yes.
giveaways.
Stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. All Christmas themed.
Ouchie. Today we're gonna bake some gingerbread.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we're baking gingerbread and decorating a gingerbread house.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. And we need to make ourselves. We need to make the Coscast trio in gingerbread.
Oh, okay. That's the thing.
Oh yeah.
All right. I'm glad you have purple icing because I need purple hair.
No, let us know. Yay! It's still sticky. I need more flour. Just pour more. More. Oh yeah. So, what kind of Christmas cookies did you guys make while growing up?
Actually, never gingerbread, but a lot of other types. Like, it's called serinakake, and those very light, like sugar cookie-ish Christmas men.
Yeah.
Donuts. My grandma used to make her own donuts for Christmas.
Yeah. How about you?
We didn't bake, we just bought.
Well, that's okay too.
But do you bake anything now as an adult?
I have been baking some. The soda banan, and I made marzipan, and havreflarn.
Oh yeah, that's so good.
Oh, I used to buy them.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to make those sugar cookie. Not gingerbread at all. We used to make a gingerbread house, but we didn't make it from.
Yeah, no, we always bought
Yeah.
the gingerbread house and just assembled it.
Yes, that's what we used to do as well.
I'm gonna taste this just to see if it's good because I know everyone just talks about how good it is to eat raw, like gingerbread though,
It is.
and I rarely do. But it is actually pretty tasty. Just
is.
don't eat too much or you'll get a tummy ache.
Is that a challenge? No, but what do you guys eat for Christmas?
Eat them.
Usually.
Yeah, so like it's kind of like side of pork, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's basically ribs.
Yeah. It's like a whole piece of like rib with the skin still on it, so you get crackling.
Ew. I don't like crackling.
I like it, but it's not my favorite. I prefer pinachot,
Yeah, we eat that.
which
as
is
well.
lamb.
Is lamb dried or smoked.
Yeah.
The thing with Norwegian feast food is that it is food that not necessarily sound that delicious,
But
not
it
necessarily
is.
look that delicious, but like we used to be a poor country
Yeah.
many
Like
years ago.
we were farmers.
And we have a lot of winter, so we had to make sure that the food that we ate during winter was stored well throughout the year.
Yeah.
So that's why like a lot of our delicacies are like rotten stuff that has been dried or hung up
Salted or
salted
smoked.
and digged underground and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really weird. It's a really weird
Iceland
tradition.
did the same.
We have lutefisk.
Yeah, that's fish that has been marinated in lye. That's it's interesting to say the least.
It looks like jelly.
Yeah.
It tastes like jelly. And it's awful.
Not a favorite. A lot of people really like it and they eat it with like bacon and potatoes and things like that. And like, no, I've never liked lutefisk.
I tried it once, I think, and I loved it. I was a kid even.
Yeah.
And people usually like drink akevitt.
Oh yeah,
with-
it's just
with
really
it.
strong alcohol.
Yeah.
It tastes like death, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I mean on Christmas Eve we usually have both the side of pork, like the ribs, and pinachot, the lamb meat. Because we're a family, we're a lot of people, and several of us like different things. So if we only have one, someone would be miffed during Christmas, and we don't want that. So we're just like, we'll just have everything. We also have these tiny like pale sausages called sossisa.
A lot of people do that.
And I like them a lot, especially if you have a lot of gravy and stewed, not cabbages, but rutabaga, I think it is.
Oh, that
I
is
love
the
it.
best.
Yes,
Oh.
with tons of gravy. It's
Oh
just
my gosh.
delicious.
How about other Christmas traditions? Do you have anything special that you do that's kind of not the normal? standard thing?
Well, I mean, everyone eats a lot during Christmas, but what my mom always does is, like, right before Christmas, she will go amok in the candy aisle of the grocery store, and she will just buy after eights and twists and chocolates and chips and like everything that she knows that everyone in the family likes. And then she has this big like wooden trow bowl thing that she puts all of that candy in. So all throughout Christmas and New Year's, you can just go to that bowl and just pick out your favorites and eat. So that's pretty amazing. That's something my mom always does, and it's just something that we all expect for Christmas, even as adults. Yeah.
Like my grandma still gives me a Christmas calendar every year. She makes small like packages that she just pack in things that she has knitted, like new socks or candy, gum. It's like a tradition that has been going on for years. Like she used to make even a calendar for my mom when she still lived, and my mom used to make one for me. But when my mom died, then my grandma continued the tradition and gave it to me instead.
That's so nice.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, you're never too old for a Christmas calendar,
no.
in my opinion. That's the thing. Christmas is nice. It allows you to be kind of like a kid.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate it a lot.
How about you, Tonya? How do you have any traditions?
Well, we had one tradition at my mom's place that we could open one present, one of the small presents at the delivery of me.
Yeah.
Aww.
Just to,
Tied you over. Then we did something similar. We could do it on Christmas morning. We were allowed to open one present. Just so you had something to do on Christmas morning while you watch,
I always had
things.
like sock, Christmas sock.
Oh yeah, we did that too.
And now, as my mom died, I still get a Christmas sock because I always stay with my grandma for Christmas. And I don't think she really gets the tradition of the Christmas sock, because she doesn't really think of it as, because the lore is that it's Santa Claus who fills your sock, right? And my grandma gives me underwear. So
Santa, you perv.
Santa keeps giving me underwear for Christmas, and I'm not sure what to think of that.
I mean, we still get Christmas stockings. I'm 30 now, but every time I go home for Christmas and we wake up, my mom has made a Christmas stocking for me, my husband, and my brother, and or all of my brothers, basically. Whoever is staying home for Christmas is getting a Christmas stocking, basically. And we are 8 siblings. Wow. That's a lot of Christmas stockings.
You got flour on your cheek?
I do?
Yes.
Oh.
And under your nose.
But do you have any like cool traditions from your family, Tonya?
Beyond the Christmas gift on the julafton on the 23rd.
Not really. It's just boring. Like, you have to wait until, when I was a kid, I was super psyched for the gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew that.
Because you were a kid?
Because I was a kid, yeah. And of course I loved the food. As a kid I loved food. I was always the one quickest to eat up my food.
Mm-hmm.
And just sitting there watching everyone taking seconds and thirds and like, I want to do the gifts soon.
Set it up already.
When are we doing the gifts? You just go and play a little bit while we eat. And then they had to have cakes and coffee. And I was, can I please get out the gifts now?
Yeah, I
think
think
all
all
of
of
us
us
were
were
a bit like that.
Yeah, same.
Tradition.
Tradition. But it was kind of like that at our place too. Like, no one was allowed to leave the table until everyone was done.
Mm.
And you never started to open the presents before Sølvgutten, like the boys' choir, had finished or started singing the Christmas in.
That's when we start eating.
Yeah.
When they start singing, that's when we start eating.
No, we usually finish eating by then. So when they start singing, like around 6 p.m. in the evening, then we could start opening presents.
They start at 5.
Yeah, 5, 6, whatever. Around that time, we would start opening presents.
Me and my mom always had the tradition where we, on the 23rd, we had a lot of Christmas traditions actually.
Yeah, it
when I
sounds
think
like
about
it.
We, because we own like a farm and we have our own Christmas trees that's planted. So we always, before Christmas, go up in the forest and we find the perfect tree. Or actually all around the year we kind of scout for Christmas trees and we mark them during the year so we can easily find them in the snow and when the winter comes, and we know like which trees are pretty and which ones are not. And on the 23rd, me and my mom used to go to my grandparents. Then me and my grandfather would decorate a tree. After we had been there, we would drive around delivering Christmas presents, and then me and my mom would dress up as, you know, reindeer or Santa and stuff, like put on Christmas hats, and we would just drive around to all our friends and family and deliver out Christmas presents. And that tradition has turned out to like a tradition for the people that we used to visit as well. Like it wasn't Christmas until we had been there. Aww. So that was a quite nice tradition.
That's so sweet.
Yeah,
that's a really nice tradition. No, now that you mention it, I mean, we also do the same thing. We get our own Christmas tree because there's a lot of land that goes with the house where my mom and my stepdad lives, and it's become like a tradition that my stepdad is always late when it comes to getting the tree. My mom has to nag and like, are you going out to do it yet? And so he'll go out and, you know, last minute find a tree. He'll come home and she will always be disappointed with the tree he has chosen. Like, why is it lopsided? It's too big. It's too small. There are too few branches. There are too many branches. You know, there's always something wrong with that goddamn tree.
Yeah, it was like that for my grandma and my grandfather, because my grandfather picked the tree for that house. And she would always complain on it, but to be fair, he did pick some awful trees.
That's true. My stepdad also is horrible at picking up trees. Like, he always comes back with like the rattiest, like, this is what you chose. Were you cutting trees in the dark? Which actually happens a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so that's become a tradition, and I'm always the one who has to decorate the tree because everyone else is busy, and they're like, yeah, you do it so well, why don't you just do it? Like, okay. But then again, I am a Christmas tree decorating, you know, but I'm pretty strict with how I want the tree to look. So I'm particular is what I would say.
I had a thing where I just put everything on there, like everything, and my grandma has a lot of Christmas decorations. But she still waits for me to come home before the tree is decorated. It's still a thing that I need to do.
Yeah, because it's tradition.
Oh yeah.
It's nice.
Oh, this Christmas thing is so hard. I'm trying to Christmas here, but it's